the Colts sit atop the conference, and for good reason. They're as well balanced as any team that I've seen in recent years, and they've got an MVP at running back who is unstoppable. They're going to pack their bags though now. They're at Pittsburgh this week, a home game against Atlanta, but that's in Germany, so they're going to go from Pittsburgh all the way to Germany. A bye week before they visit Kansas City, and I think that's where rubber meets road, right? Because they've got their the rest of their games are against their own division, 2 against Houston, 2 against Jacksonville, and then 2 against the NFC West, and that could be some of the top teams, obviously, in that division. But barring injury, they're the favorites to win this conference right now, aren't they, Mark?
Yeah, and they're playing great. It's so funny because I'm such a anti wide receiver guy. Wide receiver, I think I've told you this before, like children. One, they're completely dependent on everybody else doing their job. Two, they whine and cry and piss and moan if they don't get fed. And so that's how wide receivers operate. And then you look at and I hear this all the time. Well, who's the number one? Oh, no, they don't have a number one. They got to go get a number one. You got Alex Pearson, you got Pittman, and you've got Downs, and they've got really good players. But there's nobody. You're not confusing any of those guys for Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. It's control the line of scrimmage, run the ball, open up your play action game, your RPO game with Daniel Jones. That's what they're doing, and they're controlling both lines of scrimmage, and they are right now playing as good as anybody in the NFL. And like you said, have the fast track to the number one seed in the AFC, which is absolutely incredible. And think about Minnesota, Rich. Minnesota had Sam Darnold, who's playing kind of at a MVP level, if you will, or all-pro level, and they had Daniel Jones in that building. And they decided to go with a young kid that wears a lot of eye black. I get that you draft kids, and I get that you're trying to implement them. But boy, I tell you, those two guys they let out of the building. That's hindsight being 2020. It seems like a mistake.
Well, 2 follow-up questions. First one, when you say the analogy about receivers being kids and that you just tell them to do their job, what's the job? Is it going potty? Is that the analogy? Eating what you're supposed to eat? What is that the job you're referring to with kids, Mark?
Yeah. Well, it's all the above jobs.
Okay, it's good enough.
It's parenting.
Okay.
You got to parent.
I understand that.
My kids are in their late 30s now, and mid to late 30s, early to late 30s,
yes.
And I'm still parenting them.
Of course, you're never over. It's a job that never ends. But the real follow-up question is in your mind Jonathan Taylor the MVP of this league entering Week 9? Mark?
Oh, I would love that.
No. Who is yours? You can make it so.
Yeah, no, sure. Yes, Jonathan. I'll give it Jonathan Taylor. I love that. I hadn't thought about it up until you asked me the question.
Sure.
But because quarterbacks don't play football. Quarterbacks play quarterback. That's like that to me. I hate the fact that we just it's like the Heisman. The Heisman goes to a quarterback. I hate that, right? I quit watching and paying attention to the Heisman when Terrell Suggs had 24 sacks 1 year and didn't even get invited to New York. Stop it. It loses all credibility to me. And so I want to see football players, guys who actually play football. I'd like to see those guys win MVPs because they deserve to win MVPs as opposed to just giving it a quarterback every year.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.